Welcome everybody to the 24th episode. Dude, we've done 24 of these. That's
Damn.
awesome.
We're almost getting on my age.
And we've passed my age.
Eh.
But no, obviously we took the week. I just had some family stuff come up, and I had to focus on that. But you know, I'm glad that we're back. It's been so long. It feels that way, at least. And
I was recovering of the orgasm of watching Scooby Natural at the W tier.
I'm jealous, man. We when we were tomorrow or later today when we post the review, I want to hear all about that because that sounds fantastic, and I want to know everything that you saw. I'm jealous, man.
I know.
Why do you get to experience all these cool things, and I'm sitting here in my igloo? It's not fair.
You're not any white guy. You're a Canadian white guy.
I'm a Canadian. Well, that's true. I don't want people to think I'm an American white guy. That's like the worst.
Yeah. That's too much. No, that's too much. Hey, talking about our show that is progressive.
Yeah.
I'm a Mexican American, and you're a Canadian white guy, and we're very progressive.
That's true. And we've had, only white guys, I guess. Well, no, we had Jay Washington on the show.
Yeah. We need to make it like we need to get Chinese people. We need some people.
Honestly, this is a call to arms. I want more like female guests. I want because dudes. I mean, we're dudes. I want some other perspectives. So if you're female and listen to this, hit us up and we'll talk movies and just it'll be fun.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna make like the Monday show no women edition, like in The Last Jedi.
No, could you imagine? I'm gonna start signing my petition now.
Oh my god!
But no, why?
Yeah, but there's a lot of women that we came by from my group of friends. We have Kimber, Janine,
That's true.
Delisha.
Yeah.
We have Molly from London.
Dude, let's do it.
There's some women.
We have to do
that's true. Like talking about our my group of friends, there's a small amount of female.
Well, I don't blame it because
30%.
like I couldn't imagine being a female in the geek culture world. Let's be honest. Like guys suck in the comments, and I know it's not. I feel really bad for a lot of those those situations. But enough about political shit. Let's get into talking about movies. This is the first.
Too distracted with the political stuff.
We're just heated. We're amped. Let's do this. Let's jump to the very first segment of the show here, and that's what There's no place like home. I almost forgot that. You know how bad that is? I almost forgot the title. There's no place like home.
Like the cinema?
Well, is that what it is? Did I mess it up? Whatever.
You said like home, but that's a
is it like the cinema?
Because for me,
there's no place like home.
Home.
There's no place like cinema. Yeah, no, I think it is. I think you're right. I've been working all day and I'm just tired, dude.
I think we're doing the Hall of Ellis thing, like we get distracted on some stuff.
True.
That's cool. We need to bring some realism to the show.
That's true. I want to know, dude. Let's get right into it. Like I said, Mute. You finally got to see this thing. Duncan Jones comes back with his sequel to Moon. Tell me everything, man. How do you feel?
I haven't seen Moon.
No, you said Moon. You haven't seen that, really? You should see it.
No, I have never seen it. I have some. Mute was okay.
Okay.
I have some problems with it.
Ooh.
Like, it felt really basic. I was waiting for like a really high science fiction-y thing, like a Blade Runner.
Okay.
Like I think like it makes me think about the natural things to explore. Like in Blade Runner, you're asking about humanity. Like, is these robots like they have the right to be humans or not? Like the system between life and death for both humans and I forget the name of the robots in Blade Runner.
Replicants.
Yeah. And so, in mute, it's like Blade Runner, but without the existential.
Well, no, in Mute, it's like a revenge movie, right? Like it's there.
Yeah,
It's there's nothing much to it. It's one guy needs to get from A to B.
I'm gonna go to spoilers because that's the only way that I can discuss Mute.
Well, and it's been it's been out for weeks, and if you haven't seen it yet, well, too bad. So yeah, spoilers, spoilers
like
for
a month.
Yeah.
The thing that bothered me a lot, the whole reveal at the end that Paul Rudd, technically he was the one that killed the girlfriend all this whole time.
Yeah. You didn't like that?
I thought it was going to go into like a really twisty, horrible thing. I thought that the girlfriend set this whole thing up because the girlfriend, she was a prostitute, and so I was like, maybe her is setting up like him getting revenge on all of these people because maybe this was my theory. Maybe number one, because she got mistreated by all of these random dudes that the mute guy was killing throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
Number two, maybe she wanted to get revenge on all of those dudes, and then she gets free and accusing this guy that cannot talk, cannot defend himself because he's mute, and get away with murder. I thought that this movie was going to get dark that way, and I didn't like that the resolution was so simple. No, Paul Rudd, he was there because he killed the girlfriend without any motive. He only killed her, and that's it. And
he wanted.
I like how Paul Rudd, he wants to get away from that town, and also his relationship with Justin Theroux.
It wasn't yeah, but he didn't kill her for nothing. He wanted the kid.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's another element that I forgot. That
right, he wanted the kid. That was his
Paul Rudd's kid.
He wanted to start a family, and he needed his passport because he was leaving. He's like, fuck it, I'm taking this kid, I'm taking my daughter, and we're getting out of here. My girlfriend's a whore. I need to start a new life.
But that's another thing. That review felt so random. It didn't feel needed.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know. I think I just, what did you actually think about his performance then? Like, Paul Rudd, I thought he was incredible, right?
They were all great. My problem with Mute is the story.
Do you agree that it would have been better if it would have just ended with him showing Paul Rudd, or when the gay dude showing Paul Rudd his daughter and going up, and what if right after he like sat on her bed, it just cut to the credits and that was the end? That's how I wanted it to end, because that would have been like, oh my god, like this guy's gonna get away with it.
I would have put out that Paul Rudd kills the mute guy, and that's it.
Yeah, and like he gets actually away with it. That would have been a good ending.
Yeah.
I would have liked that, because then it would have felt
even
wrapped
though
up.
that's the thing, that my problem that I told you, that the girlfriend didn't have any like kind of storyline.
Well, she was in the beginning and then disappears.
You know that I really like twisted plot twists.
Yeah.
And that the story before that reveal, it was calling it that maybe she was like a Gone Girl situation and she wanted him to take the blame. And also the way that the guy was behaving, he would have taken the blame.
Oh, definitely. Oh, he was a pussy. Like, he was so like. Well, and I don't know, that was just how he was raised, though. You know, his mom was very, like, his mom didn't want to pay. I think that was a line, right? Like, his mom didn't want to pay to get his vocal cords fixed because she believed in, like, just being without.
Yeah, because they're Amish.
Yeah. I don't know, I liked it. I love the style of the movie. I really like the visuals.
I feel bad for him because he cannot order food because he cannot talk. That was really douchey of the movie. Why can he not text
well,
the stupid machine that he was to order food?
That's true.
Is he the only mute person in the world?
Well, maybe in Germany, because that's where it is, right? Like, maybe only in that part, I guess. I don't know.
Sorry, that's a douchey feature.
I don't know. I think it just, I don't know, his performance, family. That Skarsgård family. We need to
Oh,
talk.
They're the new Baldwins.
Well, I don't ever think the Baldwins were this good. I'm sorry.
I know, but I'm talking about a whole family in acting.
Well, oh yeah,
Because
well I
you
guess
have
size.
Alec, you have Danny,
Or
you
Wahlberg.
have Steven.
The Wahlburgers family.
Oh, we only have Mark and
Donnie.
the other
Donnie
one.
from Saw.
Yeah, no one cares about Donnie.
No, this family's insane. Like, especially with the younger one, with being Pennywise, and the dad. The dad's been in everything.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I will give it a 6. I will give it a passing grade.
Okay, it's in my top 5.
I liked it more, but for me, it was very basic. Very basic story.
Yeah.
I was waiting for like a crazy plot twist on an existential question, like in Blade Runner.
I think, and it's funny you mentioned that, because I think that's what a lot of people's problem with the movie was. Because they had that comparison with Blade Runner, they thought, oh, this movie's gonna be this intellectual think piece, this art film, and it really down to it is like a simple revenge movie about a guy who can't talk.
Yeah, that's my problem with it.
But that's cool, man. I get it. It's fair.
Also, this is all your fault because you made me watch both Blade Runner movies, and now I want all my sci-fi movies to be that kind of existential ones.
Well, that's the thing. Blade Runner was just so good that it did that. Oh, it's so good. But no, I had a movie before we kind of get into the newer releases. I'm going to be honest, Raul. I was going to do this all within a week, but I realized that like I won't physically be able to sit there and watch them. So I officially have already started my Marvel Cinematic Universe rewatch. So I'm doing it all, man.
Yeah, but you're gonna do the crazy one. You're gonna do with that TV show.
Oh, everything, all of it. Inhumans, Runaways, Daredevil, all of it. It's gonna be crazy. So I've watched. I mean, we're talking about movies, so I did watch the very first Captain America, the first Avenger. And man, I'm gonna say it. This movie is underrated. I think this movie is underrated because it doesn't get the appreciation that it deserves. This is an awesome film. The first Captain America is okay, Raul. It's a war movie. I know you don't like it.
I know. Hey, but it's not like that's the other thing with that one. I like Captain America.
And it's Captain America.
I don't like the character.
Yeah.
But if I remember correctly, because that's another thing that I'm going to say. I have, even in the movie theaters, I didn't rewatch a lot of the Marvel movies.
Yeah. That's true. I haven't either. That's why I'm really excited to watch them again.
And like with Captain America 1, my problem with Captain America 1 was very slow.
Yeah, no, that's true. And that's what I've noticed about Agent Carter, too. Like, they're so
like
slow.
For me, talking about Captain America 1, Agent Carter and Bucky and even Tommy Lee Jones were more interesting than Captain America for me.
You know who was more interesting? The doctor, Tucci, Stanley Tucci. He's so good in this movie. And Tommy Lee Jones is amazing.
This is a thing that I'm gonna say, and I even said it when I saw this movie like 7 or 8 years ago in the movie theater.
Right, it's been so long.
I'm like, I want the fucking steroid because he was small, and I'm like, wow, honestly, cool. Like, I could lose all of the weight and get abs in like 10 minutes.
And that's the biggest interesting thing that I didn't realize when I watched these movies the first time. And that's how big of a role that Tony's dad has in all of this.
I prefer the younger version.
Oh, well, Preacher.
The old one.
Yeah, Dominic, what's his name? The guy
Cooper.
Cooper. The Preacher dude. He's so good. And in the first movie, it's Howard Stark, right? That's the guy's name?
Yeah.
Just how important he is. That's what my biggest surprise has been so far. Is just like, honestly, like he's the guy that gave Captain America the powers, and like he's the one that formed it, and like the fact that now I can go back and watch the Avengers and know how much of a bond that Captain America and Tony's dad had, I think it's going to make that dynamic of seeing them work together just a little different for me now, which is really interesting.
Yeah, like for me, and I even can tell you, like I only saw Captain America one once, and I
Hmm.
remember more of it because
Oh, you know what? Also,
that's another thing that I really like for Captain America one. Even though I don't like the character, but I really like how he progresses, especially when he does that. He's the only one going into the false grenade.
that was awesome. That
That's a
was
really
awesome.
powerful scene.
Yeah, I agree. I will say
Him
though,
defending himself on the bully and using the trash thing as a shield before being Captain
yeah,
America.
I will say watching it though, you could totally tell that his face is just plastered on. Like it
I
does not
know.
look good. I was kind of shocked. I was like, "Oh shit, it doesn't look that great actually." But I also like Bucky. He was really like I was like even seeing the progression of him in like
Oh,
Civil
for
War and
me, I
oh
only knew him because in that time it was almost in the same year. Because I remember his episode Once Upon a Time came out around April, and he was the Mad Hatter in Once Upon a
oh
Time season 1.
oh Sebastian Stan.
Yeah, and then Captain America 1 came out I think like around June or July, and I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, this guy is getting a lot of jobs.
Well, yeah, and then, I mean now he's nominated for. Well, he nominated for I, Tonya?
No, he wasn't
Oh,
nominated.
well, he was.
Not even for a Golden Globe. He
Well,
was snubbed
at
from
least
everything.
at least he was in the talks.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. So I started that marathon. I gave this Captain America an 80%. That's my new
Oh.
grading. I had originally a 60%. It was lower on my list. So I'm very curious to see what my ranking will be after watching them all.
No, and also like even I just went to see Ray Player One again with Brandon, and when we got out, I saw the Infinity War poster, and I
Oh,
even talking now, I was like, oh, I forgot the Infinity War comes out in 3 weeks.
oh, dude, yes. Oh, I'm so excited. I don't know if I'm gonna survive. I don't.
And I'm like, for me, the thing that I have learned because I was so disappointed with Guardians 2, and I'm like, I have really lowered my expectations
Oh,
and my excitement because that's the only way that I can survive it.
honestly, man, I'm not. I'm gonna be shaking walking up to my theater. I'm telling you, I don't know. I'm so excited, and I want to. That's the thing. I'm gonna bring my camera. I'm gonna document it. I am. I'm a proud nerd, dude. But no, yeah, Captain America, 80%. Let's get into the newer movies. You saw something that I don't want to watch because I don't like Johnny Depp. How's Sherlock Gnomes?
Ah! That's the cinematic universe that I really like to see.
What a new gnome universe?
Yes.
What's the next one gonna be? What do you want to see?
Oh, there was a lot of teases.
Oh my god,
Because,
really?
because the movie starts with the gnomes, exactly like in Romeo and Juliet.
I just watched
like
that,
in
yeah.
a library, and they shown the book of Romeo and Juliet, and so these little gnomes, they're like, oh my god, we told you the story about Romeo and Juliet. Now we're gonna see the next part of the story, and they have the book of Sherlock Gnomes, and the other two little gnomes says, oh, maybe we can say Game of Gnomes, or like, oh, or like gnome coming, or like they were saying a lot of titles, gnome side midnight summer coming. They were saying a lot of them, and I'm like, oh my god, all of the Easter eggs, and like, all of the potential movies. But there were a lot of recent ones instead of like going on the trend of doing old stories,
Mm-hmm.
like Romeo and Juliet and now Sherlock Holmes.
I guess they are
And
old, yeah.
and I'm like, when the movie starts, that's another thing. I forgot a lot about Romeo and Juliet because Romeo and Juliet was like 8 years ago
Why did this get a sequel?
because it made a lot of money.
But also, do you think it could have been Elton John just wanting to make something for his kids?
It's his soundtrack. He didn't write new songs.
Yeah, but really? I thought that's what they promoted. All brand new music
No,
by Elton
there's
John.
not a new Elton John song.
Well, I'm not seeing it then. Because I like
For
Elton
me,
John.
It was pretty enjoyable
Oh, really?
because number one, It was funny. Maybe because I wasn't a good mood.
Dude,
I was in a full theater.
Elton John was the
I
executive
was the only one
producer.
laughing.
Oh, really?
I don't know if no one got the joke, or I because there was a lot of like double meaning jokes and I got them.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it was not that bad because all of the sequences that I wanted to see from the trailer, they were not on the movie. Like the gnome with the beach suit.
That's not in the movie.
Him dancing, he was not in the movie. Sherlock was not in the movie.
You just sold
me.
The
Mankini guy on the mud was not in the movie.
Oh my god!
Like,
thank God.
All of the bad scenes from the trailer, they were not in the movie.
Thank God. You just sold me. I could not stand the marketing for this movie. That gnome with the mankini in the mud, it made me my eyes rolled each time. I was like, "Fuck! I don't want to watch. This is so stupid." But if it's not in the movie, I will see it.
Because I like to see those kind of stupid movies. Like how bad are they gonna be?
Okay.
You know that I like to see bad movies.
Maybe I need to make that my perspective then, because I'm just looking at it being like, that just seems like a headache.
Well, also it's the power of Movie Pass. I can see whatever I want.
That's true, and Sherlock Gnomes isn't playing in my theater.
Well, and then because you have War Pass.
Yeah.
And then with Sherlock Gnomes, I'm gonna spoil it for you, but
okay.
This is the thing that I really like.
Okay.
But the whole story is that they go to London. They're like setting up in a new house, and then you're seeing the other main story of Sherlock Gnomes' perspective, and also with Watson. They're like trying to. They put out the Moriarty. He's a pie figure, main spokes guy. He's the thing that represents that company. And then he's not made of ceramic like the gnomes. He's made like a thing of plastic. That's the thing that they didn't explain a lot what Moriarty is made of. And so Moriarty, he wants to kill all of the gnomes without any reasons. And so that's why Sherlock Gnomes exists, because he wants to defend all of the gnomes from London. And so you see his scene that he says some gnomes, and then Moriarty dies. Exclamation points. Parenthesis. He doesn't die, but Sherlock Gnomes thinks that he finally killed Moriarty. And so when he goes to London, Romeo and Juliet, they're having a fight because Juliet they now have to be the new bosses of the other gnomes, because their parents, they don't want to be the bosses of the garden anymore. They now have to they have to be the new ones.
Yeah.
To renew that garden and control everyone, especially the Mankini guy. But that's the other thing that I told you, like, all of those Mankini scenes are not in the trailer. He's never like, ooh, like, nothing. There's only one joke where he's dancing, and that's it.
Wow.
But it's not the same scene from the trailer.
I mean, I guess that's people are going to be disappointed then, because I know that's why people are going to see it.
Mm-hmm. And I was a little disappointed.
What would you give your final score? Did you say that?
Wait. I'm going to tell you the twist.
Oh, there's a twist?
Yes. Throughout the whole movie, when Romeo and Juliet, they fight, and then Sherlock Gnomes stumbles into them, and they discover that the whole garden was stolen, and so they start like a new mystery to solve everything, and they found out that Moriarty, he's the one that stole them. I was like, fuck, how did he get out alive? And so they start to resolving that mystery. At the same time, Juliet he doesn't like Sherlock Gnomes the way that he behaves. But Romeo thinks that, I was like, instead of listening to me, you listen to him. And like, they start like it's not even a long triangle, but they made like a whole triangle problem. Mm-hmm. Instead of love, they're like, you listen more to him than me, says Romeo. And then Watson is trying to get everyone like to shut up. He only wants to keep solving the mystery and saving everyone. And so there's a scene in the middle of the movie when they discover there's some gargoyles managed by Moriarty. They're kidnapping all of the gnomes, and so they go in a stop on a cathedral, and they kill Watson. And I'm like,
wow.
Ooh. And there's another thing that I skipped. I know that a lot of people hate Johnny Depp because all of the bad things that he has done, but he's not a bad boy for Sherlock Holmes. He was really good as the voice. I can see him as a live action Sherlock Holmes.
I could see that. Okay, yeah, I could see
and
that.
There was another very beautiful scene that I really like. There's some scenes when you see Sherlock Holmes on his brain, thinking of how resolving the mystery.
That's cool.
But his brain sequences are in 2D animation in black and white.
Oh, that's cool.
So those are really cool scenes. And that's the even William Viviani said on his podcast, that's things from the original book. That's the way that Sherlock Holmes thinks in the book. And that's the thing that he really liked, even though he hated the movie, but he only liked those 2D animation things. And so then Sherlock, Nomeo gets kidnapped. Then he discovers all of the evil plan of Moriarty. That famous big bridge in London, you know, that one that opens up on the middle.
Yeah.
And so his plan is when it opens on the bottom side, when it's gonna have all of the notes from London glued to like a gum, and when it opens, it's gonna smash everyone.
That's
I know
mean.
we're not on video, but you can imagine what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So they show Moriarty on his head how will be smashed. I was like, ooh, that's really cool and evil. I'm like, I'm liking you, Moriarty. Even though Moriarty, he was not that evil as in the book. Even though I have never read Sherlock Holmes.
I know
I have seen so many stories about Moriarty, and like he was really funny instead of being evil in the Sherlock Gnomes universe.
Well, I liked the Benedict Cumberbatch Moriarty. That was cool. He was really good. Have you seen those?
And I haven't seen the show Benedict Cumberbatch.
I've seen all of them. You've got to see them.
That's on my list because
they're just long because they're like
thing
movies.
That I really like from Sherlock Gnomes. It made me miss the Robert Downey Jr. Jude Law.
I've never seen those.
You need to see them. They're really good.
Okay. I'll watch them this week. I'll review them next week. That'll be cool.
Then I will give you. There's another twist.
Oh, okay.
When Sherlock discovers all of the clues, and I was seeing them, I was like, I don't think they're gonna go this way. I'm not gonna say until I'm gonna say the twist. When Sherlock gets to that place, Moriarty wasn't the one that made all of that plan. Was Watson.
And he's alive.
Yes.
Whoa, that's fucked up.
And he says, but why? Watson says, because you never listen to me. I'm always second of you. Everything is about Sherlock and Sherlock. And me, I'm always Watson. I'm the smartest guy here, and you never listen to me. And I'm always a second person in your mind. And I'm like, that's why I made all of this.
That's
and
incredible.
Because Moriarty gives like some cards with an M. I was like, it's not for Moriarty. This card is for Watson.
Wow.
And I'm like, yes! Because when
that's
I was
awesome.
I was like, oh, I hope they will make a twist that Watson is doing all of this. And I'm like,
wow.
Oh my god, this is so cool!
That is awesome.
And then the movie does a horrible thing.
Oh.
They totally backtracked that reveal.
Oh.
They revealed that Moriarty was alive. And Moriarty was manipulating what he knew about Watson's plan. So he pretended to be dead for Watson to doing his own plan, but also mocking Watson because Watson he never kidnapped the other gnomes.
That sucks.
And Watson, he only wanted to teach Sherlock a lesson.
Okay.
Like,
someone needs to make Sherlock
was
Gnomes
like,
live
no.
action where Watson is the bad
that was
guy.
The perfect twist.
That is incredible.
Why you bring back Moriarty? Watson as the evil guy was the perfect
Genius.
twist.
That was incredible. Oh, I'm mad now. That would have been amazing.
And
I like
was
that.
Angry when they retconned that reveal.
That's
like, why?
That's almost like that would be exactly like Robin being like, "Fuck you, Batman. I'm working for the Joker." You know how crazy that? Like, I love that. That's awesome.
But they will reckon it exactly like in Sherlock Gnomes and say, no, the Joker will say, no. I knew about Robin's plan. I was pretending to use Robin as a mule, but Robin didn't know that I was using him as a mule, and I was destroying everyone at the same time.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I don't like it.
It's like in Pretty Little Liars. The Cece, technically she was manipulating everyone, and that's the other thing about the show. Everybody had their different suspects, and everybody had a turn to be A, but there was always someone that was technically giving the orders to everyone without giving the orders, because she gave the tools to everyone to destroy the girls.
Well, and it's also like Snoke when he's like controlling and making Rey and Kylo talk to each other in The Last Jedi, but then, I mean, Kylo Ren wins in the end. So it's not really like that, but it's kind of.
It's not like that, but that's
kind
also,
of.
for example, I have a lot of problems with Screen 3. Remember when the reveal is that he's his half brother, and he technically gave the tools to Stu and Billy to make the murders in Scream 1?
Oh, in the Scream show. Yeah.
No, in Scream 3 in the movies.
Oh, in the movie. I don't remember Scream 3. Is that the one with Jay and Silent Bob?
Yeah, that's the reveal in Scream 3. That he gave the tools to Billy and Stu to start the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. It destroys Stu and Billy's motive.
Yeah, I don't. I don't remember it as much, but.
Yeah, because you forgot it because that's a bad reveal.
That's true, and also Scream 1, 2, and 4 are awesome.
Yeah, and even I hated to say 3 is the worst one.
Oh, easily. Scream 4 is awesome. I don't know why people don't like that. I love that movie, and it has your girl from Pretty Little Lucy Hale's in it.
And Hayden Panettiere from Heroes.
Yeah. And
Emma Roberts. Oh my God! I remember
and she's
when
from
I saw
Scream.
Nancy Drew
Remember
that year, and then I saw Scream 4. I was like, oh damn.
And Emma was in Scream Queens. So they're all in TV shows. But
so
would you?
Now you see, there's a lot of things I like from Sherlock Gnomes.
Yeah.
I like Johnny Depp's performance. I like the twist that only lasted for 2 minutes. That
That's
destroyed
fucked up,
when reckoning that Moriarty
that
was
makes me sad.
Everyone.
Someone
My
needs to
God,
make that.
Watson was perfect. Like
someone needs to make that movie.
Like if I forget the name of the director from the ones with Robert Downey Jr.
Guy Ritchie? No.
Yeah, that one. Guy Ritchie.
Yeah.
If Guy Ritchie made his last movie,
and it was Jude Law.
That Jude Law Watson.
Please.
Was the one that made the whole plan.
Please.
In the whole trilogy, that would be the most perfect twist for
Guy Ritchie. Please make a live action Sherlock Gnomes movie.
Not exactly the same.
Not exactly.
I'm saying that continue the storyline from Sherlock Holmes,
and make it Jude Law.
And
that's
because,
awesome.
I'm gonna give you a little spoiler.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay.
I want to. I want to watch them.
I will not say. But Sherlock Holmes and Game of Shadows ends on a cliffhanger.
Oh, okay, cool. So they could do more. And like I said, I was looking, and Elton John is an executive producer, so he's making the decisions.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So he's making these kids for his family or for his kids, and I'm sure if he makes a profit off this, he'll make a third and fourth.
And talking about books, from the original books from Sherlock Holmes, I think that would be common knowledge, but I have never heard of Watson being a villain.
No, I love that. That is one of the coolest twists that I've never thought about, and that's so cool. I don't know if they've ever done it before, though.
I have never heard of before. it will be common knowledge. It will have happened on the books. But in a movie or TV show, I had never heard of Watson being the evil guy.
Mm-hmm. You know what they need to make? I want to see a gnome crawler movie and get like Jake Gyllenhaal to come, and they can make like a gnome version of Nightcrawler.
Oh, I'm still waiting for a Nightcrawler sequel.
No, I don't want to see a sequel. I don't. That movie's just perfect on its own, I think. I would like a spoof.
I know, but there's a lot of story you can tell. Like, he attacked
that's true.
In Nightcrawler. In Nightcrawler 2, he can go to film.
Oh, okay.
Imagine him killing a lot of people to make his movie get made.
Oh, dude, and he like gets a love for filmmaking. Oh my god, Nightcrawler. Okay, you sold me. I want to see that.
Of course it is. It rises sales. I forgot. Like, I think I was like 5 podcasts ago. I also gave you like another idea for Nightcrawler 2 that was also really good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't remember. I'm sure. Yeah. I'll have to. I don't listen to our show.
With Trinity Girls. I remember.
Oh yes. Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. You know what?
Like, I already have 2 potential sequels for Nightcrawler.
Or like make like American Gnomes or something. Like I want to see like. I loved Sausage Party because it was so different and so, it was like an adult cartoon. I want to see more of those movies get made. Like, I want to see, like, more adult, funny, animated films. I would love that.
I remember the hate of how many people hated Sausage Party.
Dude, that movie is awesome. I got to see it with Seth Rogen. I
saw it with my parents, and I was like, oh my god, they're gonna hate it, and they love it.
That's funny. I saw that movie of the same week that I met you for the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was at like the theater across the street from where we met.
Oh my god, I remember, because I had an invitation for that screen and I didn't get the chance to go.
And the only reason we got it is because we waited in line like from 5 a.m. till 10 and pulled my dad happened to pull out of the bag they have at Comic-Con for you to gain your raffle to get your ticket. And we were waiting in line for like 5-6 hours. He pulled it. He got one. I pulled it. I didn't get one. But his was a thing for 2, so I got to go. That was cool. Oh. That was really cool. But fuck Comic-Con. I hate waiting and then because there was people like, could you imagine if you waited in line for like 9 hours for something and then you went up and pulled it and you had to I don't get it now. All right, I'm going home. You can't do that. You're at Comic-Con. That sucks.
That's one of the things of being in Comic-Con. Also, like when you make lines for holidays, you're like 70% not guaranteeing that you're not gonna get in.
Also, like assuming we ever do that, I think we should just hire someone to sit in line for us.
That's an idea that has done it.
Or charge people for us to sit in line for them.
Or hire some bomb people. And I'm like, hey, I'm gonna give you a really cool meal. Please sit here for like 10 hours. I'll be right back.
That's awesome. I like that. And not only are we going to be able to see the trailer for the new Fantastic Four movie Marvel's going to be making, we'll be also helping feeding the homeless. I love it.
We're doing good things.
Oh wait, well, that's funny.
I will give Sherlock Gnomes a 7. I really enjoy it. Like, I would have given it a 10 if they would have kept that twist that was the evil guy the whole time.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. That's sad.
Because I will not say the last 20 minutes because it's very generic. Moriarty tries to destroy all the gnomes. They save the gnomes. Gnome and Angela go back together. Blah blah blah. It ends. Like, I was so disappointed that they didn't keep that Watson evil guy twist.
Yeah, I know, that sucks. I am curious though
those
about
those 2 minutes in Troy is worth the war pass of a mission. I'm not saying you to pay the admission. like those 2 minutes were really good.
Yeah, honestly, I want to see your Guy Ritchie number 3.
Because
that would be awesome.
when you see those two movies, like right now, I had like a crazy idea for the third one using the twist from Sherlock Gnomes.
Yeah.
Because it writes itself. But I cannot tell you until you see the two Guy Ritchie movies.
Okay, yeah, I'll watch them. But I am curious though. Why don't we? I just realized that if we're going to be talking about Ready Player One, that might take a bit. So why don't we speed around the next 3 or next 4?
Yeah, because Ready Player One is going to take a while.
It will. Now I'm thinking about it, especially because there's that one scene that I'm going to cry about. That's going to take a couple minutes.
Also, there was a lot of gnome right now. I think it lasted like 20 minutes. All the gnome talk.
So here, that's true. Why did we just give an in-depth review for Sherlock Gnomes? That's funny.
Because I thought that because when you said we're going, because
we need to broaden our audience.
If last week if your family stuff wouldn't have happened,
right?
I had a whole 40-minute prepare of telling the whole story of the whole movie piece by piece.
Oh, I feel bad. We should just record that. You put all that effort in.
Like I did with 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, that's cool though. Yeah, let's do it. Let's speed around through these ones. Let's start with Bella Thorne and Arnold Schwarzenegger's son.
He's hot.
Is he?
Number one.
Is he a good actor though?
He was good.
Wow.
Not saying, oh my god, he's gonna go and get an Oscar next year. No, he's good.
And this is Midnight Sun. So I know I did a trailer reaction on our channel when it first came out, and I was like, this movie looks okay, I think. So yeah, tell me about it.
It's your standard teen romantic comedy. It didn't bring a lot of new things. The romance was predictable. The ending was predictable. But Bella Thorne, my problems with Bella Thorne, number one, she's hot. And that's my main problem because she's not that great. Because Bella Thorne, she's great as a villain.
Yes.
I don't know if you have seen the movie The Duff.
Yes. She was great in
She
that.
was oh my god, she's great as a villain.
Yeah, I agree.
But in the Midnight Sun, like being like, oh, I'm the girl that I'm very scared of meeting new boys. I'm really shy. I'm like, you're not selling very well. You're too hot to sell that.
It's like, you don't have to try to go get a boyfriend, Bella Thorne. Just go do it.
Yeah.
Just show up in the room.
You can open your legs and you can get 4 guys in 5 minutes.
She seems nice, though.
Sorry for the sexist comment, but that's true. And
she's nice.
Follow Bella Thorne on Snapchat. He has like a guy every single week.
Well, I would too.
Mm-hmm.
If I had her money.
Yeah, and also that's the other thing. The movie was okay. I will give it a 6.
Okay.
Even though I fell asleep for like 20 minutes, I called my sister to tell me the things that I missed. But it was okay.
Okay.
It's a Netflix watch?
Okay.
Mark?
Like, don't pay lots of money for it, or if any.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a
cool.
cable watch?
Now this next one, I am stoked, man. You have to tell me everything about it. Let's talk about Unsane. This movie seemed awesome, but here's the thing: I don't want this to be an in-depth spoiler thing. Like, I don't want to know anything about it.
I have a feeling that you haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it, or I haven't seen any trailers. All I know is it's Soderbergh, and it has it was shot on an iPhone. So I know nothing about this film.
Nothing.
Going into the review, yeah. So try to be careful. I'm gonna go see it when it opens up, and it opens up this week. It's going into like a small indie theater in Calgary, so I'm gonna watch it.
Okay. I would only give the basic
premise,
synopsis. The main premise is like the first 10 minutes.
Cool.
Or 15.
Great.
Okay. Unsane is about Claire Foy. I forget the name of her character.
Yeah.
But Claire Foy, she has been stopped by this guy that I learned from IMDb. I think that Viviani said it on his podcast, or Dan Merle.
I'll pull it up.
That he was on the original Blair Witch Project.
Oh, fuck.
The stalker guy, the guy with the beard.
Yeah. Let me see. So Claire's character was Sawyer.
Uh-huh.
And the dude we're thinking of, oh my god, Joshua? Josh. It's Josh, yeah. From the
He's
Blair Witch
just
Project.
from Blair Witch.
Wow. Oh,
I didn't knew that, Troy.
And Jay Farrow is in it. Jay's so funny.
Oh, he was good.
He's so funny. But okay, continue. Wow.
And I'm surprised that Jay Farrow wasn't in the trailer because he's a character. He's a main player in the premise.
Oh wow. Okay.
But I will not tell you because I think I consider his character a spoiler.
Okay. I love his SNL stuff. He was so funny on that.
So she gets stopped by the guy from Blair Witch. And so, but I'm giving you, that's the other thing. The movie starts without you knowing these details because I knew these details because of the trailer.
Okay.
And so she lives in another town. She talks with her mother, and like, Mom, like I feel her mother doesn't know about the stalker. And this girl, Sawyer, she thinks that she sees the stalker everywhere. So she goes with a psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist makes her 3 basic questions. Or like, but you think that you see your stalker every single day? I was like, yes. And she says, do you have any suicidal thoughts? She's like, yes. Have you ever think how you will do that? And she says like, yes, I always have think that like you even give me pills for my neuro problems that I have.
Yeah.
Neurosis problems that I have, and I have noticed that the big pills they don't make you feel anything. And the small ones they make you really feel everything. So my way to die will be to drink a lot of small pills and die. And so the psychiatrist she reacts on the way that she said that answer. And so she says, okay, don't worry, I'm going to give you new medication. You just need to sign all of these papers. Don't worry. It's procedural. It's all normal. The stupid girl, so she didn't read them. And when she gave those signed documents, she technically voluntarily committed herself to the asylum.
Wow. That's how the movie starts. This girl gets trapped and put in an insane asylum.
Because she didn't read the documents.
Always read the fine print. Always read it.
And this is not even a spoiler because it's in the trailer. It's a basic premise.
I didn't know that. Wow.
The guy from Blair Witch, the stalker, you don't know if he's there working or he's part of her insanity.
Got it. Huh. Okay, I want to ask though. It's shot in an iPhone. How?
You notice him sometimes.
Okay.
Like 40% of the movie, you can notice it. You can notice the aspect ratio.
Oh yeah.
But it doesn't like. It's like, oh my god! Like I can see like maybe. Well, we're right here in LA. Like I think like 90% of the audience noticed that it was an iPhone.
Oh yeah,
but
of
I
course.
can see a general audience not LA based. I think like maybe 40 or 30% will notice that.
Okay. Like people that like film.
It felt like a movie from the 70s.
Oh, that's
talking
cool.
about aspect ratios and the way that the cinematography was.
Mm-hmm.
The movie, I really like it. I will not. I even it's not considered a spoiler, but it doesn't have like a crazy twist.
Okay.
Because you know that I like crazy twists. The thing that I liked from the movie was the suspense. I like the suspense, the tension, the psychological suspense of it, because there's a lot of twists. Because that's the main question on the movie: is she sane or unsane?
Oh, I see what you did there. I see it. Unsane.
I did the pun. And so I will not say no more.
Got it. Cool. I'm excited.
For me, was beautiful. I will give it a 10 because I really liked it. Like now it's part of my favorite movies of the year. Like it's Ready Player One, Annihilation, Unsane, like those and Game Night.
Oh
those
yeah.
Like my favorite movies of the year.
You forgot Cloverfield Paradox.
But yeah, Troy, like
I'm gonna see it.
it's like Alfred Hitchcock were alive today with an iPhone.
Oh, that's amazing.
But that's the other thing. A lot of people will say, "Oh my God," because I heard that a lot of people didn't like it. Unsane. I would not say that it's perfect like an Alfred Hitchcock movie. I'm saying like maybe Alfred Hitchcock made a movie today, but it's not considered a classic. It has the Alfred Hitchcock vibe. It's like Get Out.
Oh,
Get
got
Out,
it.
if
Got
you
it.
really
Yeah.
examine it, it has a lot of Alfred Hitchcock vibes.
Oh, so much. Cool.
It's,
Well,
that for me. For me, I liked Unsane a lot, and I feel bad that it didn't make a lot of money. And another thing, I would approve Unsane if Netflix would have bought it, because even though Unsane is really cool to see it on the theater, because when I was in the theater, I was like, oh shit, like reacting on all of the twists and really, I cannot say those moments, Troy, because it's a spoiler, but I was like, oh my God, I was like this, like there were some really cool ass moments. And so it was a cool audience, even though it was not full, but everybody was reacting to it.
That's awesome. We don't get that, man. Even when I sneak in, like, because you know when those people come in the theater and they have to go walk across and check, make sure everything's okay. Even when that's happening and I'm going through, like, everyone always in my theaters and when I go see movies, no one does that ever. Everyone just sits there and watches the movie. It sucks.
I also think it depends on the theater. Like when I saw Ray Play One today on the IMAX, not a lot of people were reacting.
But like going to that special event, people would have been reacting and.
Yeah, but when I saw it in the screen, a real D3D, everybody was screaming, clapping, saying, "Oh!" Like, yeah. But going back to Unsane, I love that. Like, I hope that I have a chance to see it again because
I'm gonna
really
wait.
Liked it.
I'm gonna wait and just watch it on my iPhone. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, because I made the same joke also when I was like, why didn't he release it like to be ironic, like seeing a movie shot on an iPhone?
Yeah, dude, Apple can do what they did with U2 a couple years ago and just throw it on everyone's phone and not give everyone's permission and just do it. Like, oh, look at this. There's a new movie here we can watch.
That's not a bad idea because I heard that the movie cost like $100,000, I think.
Oh my god! Well, yeah, no shit. That cost nothing to make.
And I think already has made like $2 million, so it made a profit.
Maybe that's what Blumhouse has been doing the whole time. They've just been shooting on phones.
Also, that's not a bad idea if Blumhouse starts to do the iPhone thing.
No, not at all. Actually, and how about this next one then? I'm excited to talk to you about this. I never got to see it yet. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably gonna wait. I don't want to pay for it unless I see it for free. Talk about I Love Dogs.
Number one.
Is this movie racist? I saw people online saying it's racist.
I'm not very good with how to determine that because
that's true.
I don't
it's
know
different
a lot
for everyone.
Chinese culture.
Japanese. Right, Japanese?
See, already been racist right now. I
that's
thought
funny.
It was Chinese.
But no, anyway, continue. I just saw that online and I thought it was funny.
Yeah, that's a good joke. I fell into it.
Wes Anderson.
That's a great animation.
Okay, good.
There's some great voices.
Well, all-star cast.
It was in a full theater. Everybody was laughing except me. I don't get the Wes Anderson comedy.
Yeah, it's quirky. It's very... It's like the guys that sit at Starbucks, you know, and they sit and write their scripts. It's very...
I don't get it. I only laughed like twice. The other thing that bothered me was that the kid was talking in Chinese and the dog's talking English, and I'm like, this is stupid. Why they're making that type of language barrier, and they never try to
Well-
subtitle the kid.
Well, I've not seen the movie, but dogs wouldn't understand us. You know, some things
And
after we
that's
get used
another
to
thing.
it.
Like that's another thing that I don't get. Why dogs in Japan bark in English? Why the hell they don't understand the people in Japanese?
True. Maybe they all. I don't know. I don't.
Sorry, Wes Anderson fans. I didn't like it. I also fell asleep for like 20 minutes, and I'm like, thank God. That's the only good thing that I can say for Isle Dogs. The animation was fucking beautiful, but the story sucked.
You don't like it. Not. That's funny.
I don't get Wes Anderson. Like the only movie that I have liked from Wes Anderson is Moonrise Kingdom.
Yes.
And like I only remember like 30% of Royal Tenenbaums, but I remember that I liked it.
Yeah. Well, Moonrise Kingdom is my favorite out of them all. I love that movie to death. So I'm glad you like it.
I saw like 10 minutes of the Steven Seagal one. And I
that's
remember
good.
that I didn't like it.
You know what movie I really like? The one with the brothers that go to India. The train.
Oh,
the Express.
that one I saw.
I love that one.
Unlimited?
I love that movie, yeah. That was good.
That was okay.
I liked it.
I would like to see. I forgot what is the name of that one.
Grand
they show
Budapest.
it on the Wes Anderson Illustrator. One of his first one. It has like a political name.
Bottle Rocket?
No.
The
other one. Even Ken Knapsack praises this movie a lot.
Yeah, it's the one with Sportsman. Oh God. I'm looking it up.
Don Shire. Oh,
I'm blanking. But I mean, talking about Wes Anderson, I didn't really. I mean, Fantastic Mr. Fox is okay. I'm not a huge fan of it. Rushmore.
That one.
Rushmore is an awesome movie. That's a good one.
I want to see that one because when I was seeing the honest trailer, I was like, that's the one that looks interesting.
Well, Bottle Rocket is the one that I mentioned, and that's the one with Luke Wilson and Owen Wilson, and it's them trying to attempt a robbery and go on the run.
Ooh.
So it's like the the Wilson brothers are stealing money and they're going on the run, and that's what they made when they were all teenagers. Rushmore is... Sorry,
our only like 20 viewers or like 20
yeah,
people
or 5
that
people
hear our podcast. If you're a Wes Anderson fan and you're disappointed,
I like Wes Anderson though, so I'm here.
Sorry, like I'm not a big fan.
Well,
I don't get it.
He's definitely one of the most creative artists working in the film industry today, and that's why I appreciate him, because not only did he come out of the gate, he's made himself his own genre of films. And that's cool. And that's so hard to do. So yeah, I have to respect him. I don't know. I'm not into these movies though. Isle of Dogs is just whatever. I'm not a dog guy anyway. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't get it. Also, like I like dogs, but
I want to see Wes Anderson
from the movie.
Okay.
And now I see all the things that you just said, the opinions. Yeah, there's a lot of racism in the movie.
Well, and let's be honest, Wes Anderson, I know you're listening. Can you please, by the love of God, just make a horror movie next?
That would be so
amazing.
Weird.
Imagine his like perfect style, but like it would be like The Shining. That's the best way to describe it. That's the only way to describe something. What it would be like is like how beautifully filmed that movie is and how perfect it is. That's what Wes Anderson would pull off.
You know,
and we don't get it anymore.
I'm thinking of which movie he will make sense.
Dr. Sleep?
Like a Jason.
Oh. No. Oh, could you imagine him doing a Jason movie? Wes Anderson, Friday the 13th? Oh my God.
That's the only horror movie that I can think of where he makes sense.
Or, I'm looking through my Blu-rays. I want to see him do a Die Hard movie. That would be cool.
Make Bruce Willis interesting. That would be a challenge.
Well, no, but he's worked with Wes Anderson before.
That's true. Like, but making a Die Hard interesting again, that's a challenge.
Or honestly, like give him Saw.
No. Keep him away from my franchise. No. Because I also was thinking, I was like, keep him away from Saw and Scream.
No, what he also needs to do is one of these big superhero movies. But then he'll get fired like Edgar Wright.
Yes, Wes Anderson, please ruin the DC universe. Go. I will give you permission. Please ruin it.
I don't know if he'd ruin it. I think he'd make something pretty cool.
No. I have a feeling that everybody's gonna hate it. Please go.
Well, talking about ruining the DC universe, let's talk about Pacific Rim 2. That made no sense, but who cares? Pacific Rim.
Fucking movie did. Oh, sorry. I know that it didn't make a lot of sense, but that movie was fun.
What? Pacific Rim 2?
Yes.
Oh yeah, this is so. I don't know why people don't like this movie. Sure, it is not as good.
John Roca hated it.
It is not as good as the first.
He said that he hated it more than Transformers.
Whoa.
And he said that they don't need to share the same feel.
Whoa.
And I'm like,
Rude.
No, Transformers 3, 4, and 5. I would prefer to see Pacific Rim on a loop.
No, dude, number 2 is the worst.
Pacific Rim 2, instead of seeing that crap.
I don't know. I think, sure, this movie isn't as good as Del Toro's first movie, but this movie is fun.
That's my problem with 2.
But it's fun.
The Toro's touch.
But it was cool to see Stephen DeKnight come from Daredevil doing a big blockbuster film.
I've never seen Daredevil, so I don't. This was my first exposition to this director.
I'm only assuming that he must have been the guy that was behind the big tracking shot that everyone talked about. Maybe. I don't know what episode that was, but I don't know. I thought it was cool to see a TV guy. Like, we talked about Love, Simon and how that guy...
Greg Berlanti?
Yeah, how he came back. I think it's interesting that these big TV guys are coming in and making their own films. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, even the ending. Have you seen it, Pacific Rim 2?
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
The ending, until I was seeing the John Roca post and I saw a comment. And because when I was in the ending, like, spoiler, that Charlie Day says, "Oh my God, we're gonna open the rev and we're gonna destroy you," and John Boyega says, "No, we're gonna bring the battle to them."
Yeah.
And I'm like, this ending sounds familiar. And then I got in those comments in that John Roca post. I was like, "It's the same ending as Independence Day 2."
I know. Like, I know.
Oh my God,
dude!
Yes.
I that was my biggest worry, and the thing is everyone, I don't know, when I reviewed it, I liked the reboot of Independence Day. I liked that movie. I thought it was fun.
Hell no!
It was fun, and you cannot say it wasn't. It was better than the Geostorm. It was way better than Geostorm.
Oh hell no!
I think it was.
No. Independence Day 2.
Resurgence.
To die.
No. Rude.
Independence Day 2.
How dare you?
To get burning hell like Ghostbusters 2016.
Oh, that movie. No, you're wrong. I think. Hey, Independence Day Resurgence gave us Micah Monroe. She's fantastic. That movie. Jeff Goldblum. Come on. No, it was great.
Nah, that movie
I liked it.
Trash. Even when you say Michael Monroe, the girl from It Follows.
Yeah.
She didn't act in Independence Day 2. She was there only for a check.
Well, they were all there for a check, Raul. That's how filmmaking
Even
works.
the stupid hands work, kid.
That's true. Yeah, Pacific Rim 2.
That stupid kid that pretended to be Will Smith's kid. Oh my God. I erased a lot of my memory of that movie. Going back to the story that I forgot about the ending.
Was she...
I was like,
the only question
oh
I have
God,
is...
I erased that movie a lot from my memory. It's coming back.
Okay.
Thank you, Troy.
You're welcome. Do you remember if his mom was still a stripper in the second movie?
No, she was a nurse. Oh my God, I remember.
Oh, she became a nurse? Good for her.
Dies.
Yeah, I know. I remember she died, but I forgot she was a nurse.
Brought back Vivica A. Fox for 2 minutes.
Well, Hey, she got paid. But no, you're right. It did have similarities with
Oh my god!
Pacific Rim 2.
You wanted me to rant, right, about Independence Day 2, right? You bastard.
I mean, if you want, but Pacific Rim 2.
No, I don't want to remember that piece of crap. Go to the next one.
No, anyway, let's wrap up Pacific Rim 2. So yeah, it was very much like the ending of
I will give it a
Resurgence.
6. It's okay.
Yeah, I agree. 6.5. I liked it. It was fun. I will say it set like at the theater. From my experience, lots of people are seeing this. I've seen lots of people just even send their kids. Like,
oh, here is like almost empty. Like, I barely anyone here in LA saw it.
I want to know what the overseas, how it does.
I think it's doing a lot of better than
it's probably doing double, I could imagine.
Yeah, I think it make it like already like 200 million in China, I think.
Holy shit, yeah. But with that being said, it has become time to talk about Ready Player One.
Da, 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 da,
Oh, I thought you were gonna do the. I thought you were gonna start it off and be like, dun 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 dun. You reviewed this movie already. We went through it, but now we can finally talk about spoilers. So
yes, we're gonna spoil the crap out
all of it,
this.
as much as we can remember. And
Yes.
actually, why don't before we get into that, I'll say my quick thoughts. This movie isn't great. I think it's okay.
And
it's
I
good.
noticed that the second time I saw it.
It's good. But there is one huge problem with it. It wasn't the effects. It wasn't the performances. It wasn't the story. There was too much in it. They pushed it to the limits, and I just felt very overwhelmed. There was so much going on all the time, and I think that was the flaw. I think the biggest flaw of Ready Player One is the stuff we're going to be talking about, and being all of the cool shit that happens all the time, because it definitely takes away from the plot, and it takes away from the performances, and it becomes a distraction. And I hated that about the movie.
I can agree with some things, but we need to develop that talk, because when the second time I was seeing it, like, I still love the movie.
Oh, I liked it. Yeah, I liked it. I gave it an 8. I'll say that right off the top. I thought it was fun, but it was just too much.
Even for myself, seeing a second time, I started to think a lot of things while I was seeing it.
I like the plot
like,
and like the story.
Like, I still love it, but I still keep thinking of myself. I was like, 2 weeks ago, I said that I put it on my already like my favorite of the year, and I was trying to like, why did I choose that as my favorite one? And like, I still love a lot of things.
There's so many cool things in this, dude. And like, that's the thing with me. Like I said, I thought this movie I can't praise it. I can't praise it, and I wish I could.
I'm even gonna say something, but I know that I'm original review. I give it an 11. I'm gonna go with a 10.
Has that ever happened before on the show? Have we ever went back and knocked it down? Is this a first?
I think this is a first.
Oh, I mean, okay, and that's the thing. I don't want people like this movie is like I said, it's a good movie.
I feel it's pretty good.
It's good. Like, man, motherfucker, we got The Shining, Freddy Krueger, Jason, Back to the Future, Chucky. We had all of this in one movie. Are you kidding me? It's good. It's a good movie. There's so many things. Martian Manhunter. You know, you could go on. There were so many things. Batman. Hello Kitty. Simon Pegg, Iron Giant. Yeah, there's so much.
And
yeah.
Finally, I catch it when I was in the screening 2 weeks ago. I said to Andre, Blackner, I was like, he said, I told him, I was
you
like,
can't do that. You can't casually just mention.
Andre said, no, there's 2 gremlins. I'm like, what?
Oh, Also, I love that you casually are just like, so yeah, a couple weeks ago when I'm talking to Andre, yeah, the black nerd on YouTube. Fucking jealous. I want to talk to these people.
Well, it's because I'm so common into that circle of people. They already know me.
Oh, well, I'm jealous. But no, anyway, let's get into it. Let's talk about the spoilers. Let's go about the performances first. What did you get? Ben Mendelsohn was incredible. I loved him.
Oh, yeah. But this is a thing that I was talking to Brandon the second time I was seeing. I was like, if I would have been Steven, even though I really like Ben Mendelsohn, but I would have chosen Leonardo DiCaprio or Tom Cruise as the Ben Mendelsohn character.
I loved the Leo idea.
Because Leo as the Candyman in Django Unchained, imagine that kind of
as a
force.
Business guy. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, I buy it. I could see that. But I did. I thought he was good, Ben Mendelsohn, in the performance.
But I had that random idea in my head seeing it today. I was like, I would have liked to see Leo or Tom Cruise. Because I can also see Tom Cruise as evil.
Could you imagine
that creepy evil smile of Tom Cruise?
Could you imagine if he was just his character from Tropic Thunder?
Oh my god, that would be perfect. That was the thing that I was thinking right now. He would be the same as Tropic Thunder, but without being fat.
Yeah. Oh my god. That was cool. Can we also mention? I think this might be an unpopular opinion at this point. I thought T.J. Miller was funny in this. I liked his character.
Oh yeah, me too.
I thought he was funny. I liked him. I liked the dynamic he had with Ben Mendelsohn.
His character looks so cool.
Oh, that too, right? With the big skull chest.
Yeah.
Oh, that was cool. Ty Sheridan did fantastic. The scene when he breaks down at the end, that was pretty good. I'm like, wow, all right, that's cool. The girl that was in Thoroughbreds and that was in Bates Motel, I liked her character, except for how lucky did he really get? Because a lot of people could find someone online and then just meet them, and that girl, like, he got lucky. Let's be honest. She looked as good as her avatar did. So
they fell in love in like what? 4 days?
Hey, it's possible. With love, anything can happen. But no, man. Like, I don't know. I liked his performance. The rest of the 5, I liked all of them. I don't know who they are, or I've never seen them before. They must be new actors.
Yeah.
They were fantastic. Who else was in this? Oh, let's talk about the main guy, Mark Rylance. Holy shit! You know who he reminded me of? Didn't you remind me of Garth, Wayne's World?
Now I see it.
Dude, it reminded me of Garth. The whole movie. I'm sitting there. I'm like, this is kind of. They should have just got Garth to do this. Get some. What's his name? Dan. I'm blanking.
Forgot the name also.
But anyway, he was great.
Teacher's lady from Saturday Night Live. Dana Carvey.
Yeah, you got it. Dana Carvey. He's great. He reminded me of that. But no, I liked it. So, what else? The story. It's very minimal. It was like playing a video game. You know, you go through the 3 levels. Let's talk about the different levels then. So we got the race, which was for the first egg, right? That was the first one.
Yep.
And the clue was that he had to go back. I thought that was cool. What do you think about the whole King Kong? And I forget what you were saying in your review. I thought this was awesome.
King Kong, the T-Rex.
Yeah. Oh, that. Yeah. And I loved when he got to go behind and got to see how it was all being done underground.
Yeah, that's the thing that I told you in the video. That's the thing that I really like, the visuals. It also looks very Tron, where he goes backwards and he sees everything green instead of blue.
Yeah. I like that.
A thing that I really like also from that scene, also seeing it on the big ass screen in IMAX.
Yeah, that's how I saw
also
it.
Seeing all of those details, finally, well, like also talking about another references that they are. I saw Doc Brown, not in the race, but he's walking. I think through the library, you can see a Doc Brown walking also.
That's the thing with this movie. I cannot wait for this movie to come out on Blu-ray or to come out on VOD.
And to pause it every single second?
Yeah. I want to know, like, I'm sure he's put so much into this. Oh, and the Ninja Turtles. That was cool.
But that's another thing. I was like, why they need the Michael Bay Ninja Turtles?
I liked it. Also,
I mean, well, okay.
also,
okay.
like, it was either do that or they would have to try to animate the costume
That's
ones.
true. It's 2D. That's true.
And
that's
Warner
true.
Brothers already had the spec designs for those turtles done. So it was probably really easy.
Okay.
So that was the first one. I like that.
I really like how they see the memories of Holiday.
That was cool. The library.
Like, all of the angles, like the almost 3D like.
Yeah.
That's the thing, that how they reenact those memories. That was really cool.
That was cool. And
I think that I pick up when the butler says no. It's not only from their memories. It's also we went through nanny cast, security cast. That's why they can recreate it so virtually, like seeing them like performing in live. Memory.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't catch that the first time I saw it.
I like that Butler guy too, and how he gave him the 5 cents after, or Simon Pegg. I mean.
Yeah, that was the reveal.
That was the reveal. Yeah.
I didn't expect that Simon Pegg was the butler.
The butler. Yeah, that was cool.
Because I didn't catch the voice until the second. I was like, oh my god, I'm an idiot. That's Simon Pegg.
Can we talk about how awesome Simon Pegg's filmography is?
Yes.
Like, how fucking lucky is that guy? And how big is his house?
The Cornetto trilogy, the Star Trek trilogy,
the Star Wars trilogy.
Force Awakens.
Like, insane.
He's the most geekiest actor. Lucky.
There's only one guy who can match him. Greg Grunberg from Heroes, because he's in everything too.
Yes. So fucking true. Greg Grunberg and Simon Pegg are the most geekiest actors of all time.
Agreed. They're in the Monday Show Hall of Fame of geek actors.
Yes.
But no, I don't know. Ready Player One. That's the problem. There's so much, and I only remember so little. But let's get into The Shining.
Tell me your reaction of The Shining scene. I need to know.
So, they must have. My theory is that Spielberg stole a lot of footage right from The Shining. A lot of the shots.
That's my main question.
I don't.
I rumor that was so CGI, and I'm like, that doesn't look like CGI.
They might have, but most of the stuff was just I think they got lucky and got shots, and then because like I know for one, like when that girl the like is walking, the arm is covering her breasts, and like that's the same shot, but they just CGI'd the dude's arm, right? So that I think Spielberg did steal some of Kubrick's footage for that, which is cool. I loved it. This was awesome. I never saw The Shining in theaters, right? Obviously, I'm not 500 years old. But being able to see it like that in the movie, I teared up. I was like, wow, man, this is insane. And the music, it was the music that got me. The da, na, 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 na.
Also, this
so
is another
good.
great comment that even my mom said.
So
I was like, I'm so glad that Steven Spielberg got away with all of the fox and shits. And I even complimented the comment of my mom. And also all of the blood, making the blood scene from The Shining with a PG-13.
Well, and like him opening it and running away, and also that was another thing.
The naked old lady trying to kill the guy.
See, that's where I'm questioning now, because they might have reshot footage, because those were clearly not the same twins.
Oh yeah, of course.
So they must have shot some stuff, but used some stuff. So that's cool. Yeah, I love this level.
That's another thing. If they use original shots from Kubrick, they really added the CGI characters really well.
Well, that's true. Also, I was disappointed we didn't actually get to see Jack Nicholson.
My mom said the same thing.
You know, it would have been it would have been cool to see him. That would have been sick. But no, I like that storyline of like going through, and the scene when all like they're like, oh, they have to defeat the Shining challenge and they're all dying and freaking out. I thought that was
That
funny.
was so cool.
I was like, that's cool.
Like, even I was saying in the theater, the first time I saw it, the second time I was like, The Shining is a cool movie, but I don't see it as the scariest movie of all time.
It is.
If I
Raul,
would have made that test,
Raul, I
would have been Holiday, I would have chosen The Omen or Poltergeist.
Well, here's the thing.
Those two movies scared the hell out of me.
The Shining. This is coming from the biggest fan of The Shining. That's my favorite movie of all time. It is not a horror movie. It is not scary. I don't think it's a horror movie. You know, The Exorcist, I was like, okay, that's horror. That's scary. Mm-hmm. The Shining is psychological. It's The Shining, the best way to describe The Shining is it's a director that is proving that he is the best at what he does. And he's also slapping everyone in the face by throwing so much into it and making a masterpiece. I don't know. It was clearly done by a genius, right? Kubrick's IQ was huge. So, I don't know. I thought it was really awesome for Spielberg to tie that into the Ready Player One. I will say, when you told me about it, like the tease, saying it was one of my favorite movies, I had two hints. I thought maybe it was The Shining, because I'm like, oh, it might be. Another one I thought is they could have done the similar thing, but he should have done it in the like the school boiler room and made it Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, that would have been cool.
That would have been scary. Having, instead of Freddy Krueger dying instantly showing up on screen, actually having him like stalk the main five through boil like the.
Oh my God! Bring back Robert Englund now. That would have been a cool scene,
right? That would have been awesome. So that was the only other thing I was thinking, but I liked it. That scene was great.
Yeah, but I gave you like a big ass clue, and that was my clue. Like,
but to be fair,
even spoiling it, I was like, I hope he can get it. I was like,
well, and one of the things I do, honestly, and I've noticed is like we'll talk about something, but like after a couple days, if we talked about any kind of spoilers or anything, I'll probably just forget. So I'll watch the movie and be like, oh shit, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But no, what was the next? So there was the race, there was the Shining. What was the next one?
And the final one when
the space,
they
have NES.
To play all video games.
Yeah, and well, they had to pick which one and see which, and it happened to be how lucky it was the first video game that ever had an Easter egg in it. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know. I thought.
Also, I know it's the last test, but also / the final battle.
Yeah.
Because it's happening at the same time.
That's true. Outside with the Iron Giant destroying. Yeah, I thought that was cool. Yeah, I don't know.
I forgot / the real world chase because they're in the van.
Also, I liked when they tricked Ben Mendelsohn into thinking he was still in the universe.
That was a cool scene.
That was awesome. I liked the end battle. I thought the ending wrapped up nicely. You know, he won. He got the girl. He's rich. He's gonna go have the great life now. Yeah, this is just it's safe. Can we just say it? It's a safe movie. It's fun. Take your family, take your kids, take your brother, take your sister. You won't be disappointed.
Another thing, like for me, I know that if I have my rating system is a little crazy.
Our rate, if you listen to each, I couldn't imagine. Someone should go through and tell us and make a list of what we've rated each thing, and it's probably all across the map. It's we don't stay consistent on it at all. This is a thing that I can really say right now. I have a feeling that we had never make a lower than 5. That's also true. Yeah, we like movies are great, man. We love movies. It has to be like Ghostbusters 2016 bad for us to not like movies.
Oh, that has a 0 for me. A fucking 0.
I gave it as 5. I gave it a 5.
It's a minus 0 in hell, in purgatory, And Cloverfield Paradox, hell.
No.
I hated it so much.
Yeah, that's true.
2016.
No. So I gave it an 8. I thought Ready Player One was fun. You can't go wrong with it. I want to watch it again. Obviously, I want to see what I missed. But that was my biggest problem with
talking
it.
about going a little lower, the saying that now it's a 10.
Yeah.
I still will consider this movie my favorite movie of the year so far.
Oh,
because
and
it's a movie that makes me smile. It's a movie that I was enjoying it throughout the whole thing. These are not a big positive for me.
And I mean,
when I saw this movie the first time, I thought this movie was going to be crap because I don't like Steven Spielberg's recent movies.
And that's what I was going to say.
So boring.
If anything, this movie shows us, hey, Spielberg, you have no excuse to make Indiana Jones 5 bad. Like, if Indiana Jones 5...
That's another... Now you bring my worry back again, because I was like, what the hell is Indiana Jones 5 gonna be like?
Like, you just gave us, like, a good blockbuster, dude. Don't fuck it up. And that's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like Steven Spielberg as a director. As a person. He's a good director. I don't like... Do you see the stuff he's been in the news for recently?
Oh, what
the first thing he came out and said that movies that come on Netflix shouldn't be nominated for Oscars. That's bullshit. That is complete bullshit.
I kind of agree with him.
It's bullshit. No, it's bullshit. A movie is a movie. It doesn't matter where it plays, what it streams on, what it's being projected on. A movie is a movie.
This is the same argument that we have with the Cloverfield Paradox thing.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't get an award. The Oscars aren't the best films that were put in theaters. It's best films. It's best movies. So I think all movies are like this. Yeah, that's crap. I disagree with it.
Well, just going a little on a tangent on that point. I'm not saying that I agree 100% of his point.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, they said it on Screen Junkies News. Let's say when Netflix buys movies that were already shot and showing Cannes Film Festival, and Netflix buy those movies like to more people to see it. Okay, those movies are okay. They should be nominated even though they have the Netflix logo.
What is the difference then?
They're saying these movies that were completely shot to be on Netflix. They weren't bought by Netflix.
That there's no difference between that and them going to purchase something that was made for $1 million, an indie film. Like, what's an example of something they bought?
Oh my God!
They bought so much. Like, what's a
what's the name of the movie? Birth of a Nation?
Oh yeah, Birth of a Nation, but by the True Detective guy. Yes, that's a great example.
I never saw it, but
it was good.
For the Oscars, even though it didn't get nominated.
Yeah,
because of the guy has sexual harassment accusations.
Oh really? That's what everyone does nowadays. No, honestly, but that's my point. I don't think there's any difference between A Birth of No Nations and Cloverfield Paradox.
But that's another thing. Birth of No Nation wasn't filmed for Netflix. It was bought.
Oh, sorry. Cloverfield Paradox is a bad example. Then let's say the Adam Sandler movie, Mudbound. Sure.
I think that Mudbound. That's a thing that I don't know.
Mudbound.
Mudbound. Maybe. I think that was 100% Netflix. It wasn't filmed. It wasn't like a previously filmed that Netflix bought. I think that was completely Netflix.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I don't know. I think the whole, like, a movie and film is a movie and film. It doesn't matter where it's playing, if it's being on your iPhone. It's a movie. It's a film. Like, that. It comes down to that. And I just think it's silly not to recommend.
But then we also go with the rule of the Oscars. The Oscars says clearly they have to be shown in theaters for at least 2 weeks.
Then that is different. Right? Then Netflix, if they want to have one of their movies play, then they have to give it a theatrical run. But just saying that because it's not purchased by a big studio, it can't be nominated for an Oscar. I think that's a silly thing to say.
I think they should going on the last point on this, I
Yeah.
think they should learn from Amazon.
Yes,
Makes
Amazon-
their own movies. They put on them on theaters. They wait a month and they put it on Prime.
Well, didn't they do Manchester by the Sea?
That's the thing. Amazon bought.
Oh, they bought it?
Manchester by the Sea.
Bought
Amazon completely shot Big Sick.
Oh yeah, right.
And there's another movie they did recently that got a lot of nominations. I'm blanking, but there's another one.
Okay,
from
okay.
Amazon.
Yeah, that's true. Amazon's taking over the world with their factories.
But Amazon does the right thing.
Agreed.
They show it in theaters first,
and then put it on.
and then it goes to their service.
See, that's what
I think Steven Spielberg's point is this: Mudbound, if I remember correctly, Mudbound wasn't in theaters. It was completely pure Netflix, and he still got nominations.
Well, also Carl's Jr. tried to name a burger after him, and he rejected it, so he's mean.
But that's the other thing. Like going back, it's like saying, for example, saying to me this: I have a lot of things against streaming, and you know it. You know that I'm not a big fan of movies on streaming. I don't care about TV shows. For me, TV shows on streaming are okay. But movies, I have a lot of problems with it.
Because at the end of the day,
I like to see movies in the theater.
Exactly. And I agree with you 100%.
I can see why Steven thinks of that, because
he's old-time cinema.
I'm not as old as
Fair.
Steven Spielberg, but I have the kind of same mindset.
Yeah. That's true. No, dude, it comes down to he's an old-time filmmaker and he loves cinema. And cinema should be seen on the biggest screen with popcorn in your hands. And
it's like also with Scorsese. Remember
Agreed.
years ago that he was also against streaming, and then Netflix came with a lot of money, and he's gonna do The Irishman.
That's funny, hey? Like Scorsese, I don't like streaming, and Netflix like, okay, how much do you want me to write on this check?
And so, even though that's the other thing with that, even Dan said it. What if they made the same joke? I think that Joe Starr said the same joke that you just said. Dan said, what if he's making this movie for Netflix to flunk? To make a really... he's doing it to destroy Netflix on the inside.
Could you imagine? Oh my god. He's pulling, yeah. What? That's me. Wow. I like it.
Because that's the other thing. That Irishman idea...
I love it.
It doesn't sound very good. Like, doing CGI younger Robert Downey Jr. Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci and the other guy.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Pacino.
Dude, I think it's gonna be great. It's a gangster movie with Scorsese and those guys. You can't say it's gonna be. If you like gangster movies, this is like the Avengers.
And I can go to the future headline. I'm sure that Martin Scorsese will be pissed because that movie's gonna get snubbed from the Oscars because of the Netflix thing.
Hey, you know what movie I really liked? Surprising. Actually, this is a good, fun, quick story. Talking about Scorsese, I loved Silence.
I never saw Silence.
It's very much like a religion movie, but it's so good. And that's coming from a guy that I don't like the big, long, slow movies. But the story I wanted to quickly tell is, guess what movie I saw with that? And I had a back-to-back double feature. It was the craziest.
Which one?
I watched Manchester by the Sea and Silence back-to-back for 6
Holy
hours one night.
Crap.
In movie theater. Yeah. Could you imagine how draining and how crazy that was afterwards? My mom picked me up. I'm like, don't even talk to me. I just want to go home and go to bed.
I even haven't seen Silence, but I can imagine because I saw Manchester by the Sea and I feel bad.
Well, Manchester by the Sea got snubbed. That movie's fucking incredible. But Silence is
didn't get snubbed.
Well, it should have won Best Picture.
Casey Affleck won.
Well, yeah, but it should have won Best Picture. I thought it was great. Kenneth Lonergan or whatever his name is a great director.
Did Michelle Williams also won for that one? That's a thing that I don't remember.
No, it was Stone, right? Or who was it?
The girl from Ex Machina, I think that won that year.
Alicia?
They both were in the same year.
All I know is it was someone that was against Casey Affleck because she didn't like him.
Yeah, it was Elizabeth Kander.
Was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Elizabeth Kander, right?
What year are we talking about? Was what was this?
Manchester by the City was
2016
or 16.
I'm looking it up. Let's do this.
Going by
Brie Larson. That's who it was.
Brie
Larson. Oh no.
I always confuse Alicia Vikander and Brie Larson. I don't know why.
Oh wait, no. You're right. No, you were right. Brie Larson got Room. That was Best Actress. Oh, and no, it was in 2016 because Mark Rylance won.
Oh, okay.
So it must be 87 or 89th? Yes, it was
88.
Oh,
because
Violet.
It was a 90.
Yeah, this is weird. Casey Affleck won Best Actor. Best Actress went to Emma Stone.
Oh.
That was the Moonlight
Casey
year.
won on the La La Land year.
Moonlight year. Oh, that's funny that we both named the other film. But no, yeah, that's funny.
Okay, we went on a tangent.
That's true.
We need to go out to Ready Player One. My problem seeing it for the second time, I wanted to know more about the cause of Olivia Cook.
Yeah.
Like, she was a rebel, and she was already starting to plan all of this
The
war
resistance
against the system.
That's another thing. Like, can we stop making these movies about, like, oh, it's we're gonna rise up? And I understand that the Americans want to fight the government and want your government to be gone, but these movies about rising up and fighting the power are just getting too much, and there's so many of them.
And another thing that I learned from the book, the main kid was fat.
Oh, really? That's cool.
And I'm like, that would have been better. Even though I like that Sheridan.
Oh, they should have got the fat kid from It.
Perfect.
He would have been great.
But he's too young.
That's
for
true.
Olivia Cook.
Wait a couple of years, and then we can do it.
We need to find another fat kid.
Me, I'll do it. I'll date Olivia Cook. I'll take the bullet.
Hey, I do it.
Hey,
I'm a Latino here.
Hey, I'm probably closer to her age.
You're white.
Yeah, she probably likes white people. She liked Ty Sheridan.
Hey. About character.
Oh, she's 93.
Oh, you're telling me that I'm too old for Olivia Cook?
No. She was born in 1993, so it's okay.
Oh my God, she's the same age as my sister.
Oh, that might. Oh my God, that might be weird.
No, it's okay. My ex-girlfriend was a year older than my sister.
Oh, that works then. But no, yeah, Ready Player One. 8 out of 10. I like this movie a lot. I'll see it probably another 9 times.
Can you go to your point that you said that there's a lot of things going on?
Well, that was my biggest thing, yeah. Like that battle scene at the end. There was
there's a lot of things going on in the battle scene because we said it it's the battle scene.
And the problem, and that's the thing, like
the sequence in real world with the band.
Yeah, I mean,
him playing the game.
Yeah.
The speech, both before the battle and him playing the game. Those are the things that happen at the same time.
Exactly, and that's happening. Plus, in every one of those, there's 500 characters in the background, like poking their heads through, and it's like I like it. I think it's cool, but I think it was oversaturated for sure. But that's what kind of movie this was, so I can't really Can you really be mad at it because it gave exactly what it said it was gonna do.
And also, like I told you in the original review, this is a geek West dream. Oh,
easily. Like, you saw a Gungan use a lightsaber on a Mecha Godzilla. Like, come on.
Like I said, this is a film fan's dream.
Yeah.
In my original now I remember I didn't say geek, I said film fan.
Also,
because even like I said it, you remember I said a film fan can love it, but also a normal regular person can love it too.
Yeah.
And also I remember that I said that one of my main things that I was afraid from the movie there was going to be some backlash.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my
Well, it's
afraid
true.
because a lot of people say, "Oh my God, all of these references!" Like even for myself, I didn't know who was that stupid robot that's battling the Mega Godzilla. I still don't know which robot was it.
I don't know, but I just know it's Gungan. I think that's the name.
I thought that was the stupid robot from Voltron, and I have never seen Voltron. And also, I'm robot racist. Like I don't know much about my robots.
All I know is iRobot was a good movie.
Oh yeah, I also like that one. Talking about the same director, talking about Christian Harvey, you're hearing about my movie trivia knowledge.
Yeah, true.
The director of iRobot, Alex Proyas, he also made another of my favorite movies called Knowing with Nicolas Cage.
Oh, really? That's the same director? Cool. I didn't know that.
Yep. Talking about a movie that I consider it's a piece of crap, Gods of Egypt. Those 3 movies are directed by Alex Proyas.
I never saw that movie.
And talking about Gods of Egypt, talking about also another trivia question. Your boy, Black Panther,
Chadwick Boseman,
he's in that movie.
Oh, he's in Gods of Egypt?
Yep.
Ouch. Hey, he got Black Panther, so his paycheck's fine. And you got to meet him. Actually, I'm staring at a picture of you with him right now.
But Chadwick Boseman was also good in 42.
Oh, that was really good.
And also in Marshall. Talking about my photo with him.
Josh Gad. I like that guy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Also, I have a photo with 2 Disney properties with Olaf and Black Panther.
And all I'll tease is the best thing to come out of Ready Player One is it gave me an idea for a movie that I'm going to pitch Raul after the podcast, and we're going to make it one day because I think it's awesome. And so thank you, Steven Spielberg.
And like I said, like I really, and I still, even though it's gonna get demoted by another movie in the future this year, but still, Ready Player One is still my number 1 movie of the year so far.
Ooh, I don't think. See, I'm conflicted because right now,
even though like the second time I was seeing it, I saw a lot of problems.
Yeah. Well,
but I still loved it a lot.
Right now, I'm sitting at Annihilation, 10 Cloverfield Paradox, Mute, Black Panther, and Thoroughbreds. That's my top 5. I'm probably going to take Black Panther off and replace it with Ready Player One and keep Thoroughbreds as 5th.
And also, is the Cloverfield Paradox. It's not 10 Cloverfield Paradox.
Oh, whatever.
That's another running joke that you have made since the Super Bowl.
Really? Because the poster, the reason is because I keep looking at the poster when I read it, and the poster, like, it just looks like it was the logo for 10 Cloverfield. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So I liked it a lot. I'm going to put it up there on my top 5, I think, for now. But especially with Infinity War, Ant-Man and Wasp, Venom, there's so many movies coming out this year that are going to probably make that list. So
no,
I hope.
I'm super hyped for A Quiet Place.
Ooh.
This weekend.
Ooh, that's this weekend? Oh.
Yep. We're already on April 1st.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, April Fools. By the way.
Sorry. April 2nd is Monday. Wing, wing.
Oh, yes. True. Oh, shit. They know. The curtain has been pulled. Run. But no, anyway, was there anything else you wanted to add movie-wise this week?
Scary movie. Run, bitch! Run!
I want to watch those movies again. Also, Raul, I was thinking.
So random on this episode.
I don't know. It's because I've been at work all day and I'm just tired. That's probably all it is. I did want to say.
This is the sugar of that churro that I told you earlier. Like, the sugar is giving me a lot of energy right now.
I was gonna say, let us know in the comments if you think this is a good idea. But I was thinking about this. I think it would be awesome if Raul and if me and you we should Skype and watch a movie together and record our commentary on it. We would have to plan it and make sure we clicked it at the same time. But we should do commentary tracks for actual movies. I think that would be awesome.
You know what will be fun? Even though I will hate it, it will be fun to see the different perspectives of we seeing Row 1.
Oh, I love it. Yes. us watching Rogue One together. Please. We need to. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, even though I can hear my heart. I was like, what the fuck are you saying? Even my brain, I'm like...
You're like, what am I agreeing
to? Cool idea.
We'll watch the finale or the twist for Pretty Little Liars.
Oh my god, you will not hear the end of it, of me reacting to it.
No, I think that's a cool idea. We should play around with it.
Yeah, like, even though if I win the lottery or if I get some money in the future, like, one of my things when I get to meet you in person, I want you to see my favorite telenovela in person, and I want to record your reactions and your questions.
Oh, of course. We'll do it. But I don't know.
I'm not saying that you're going to see the whole 80 episodes.
Oh, I will.
There's a version on DVD it's only 10 hours.
You have to just teach me, like, Mexican, because I'll learn it, and then...
It will have subtitles, so don't worry.
Oh. Well, I still want to learn Mexican.
I'm going to try to teach you Spanish.
Or Spanish, yeah. I guess it's not Mexican. Teach me Mexican.
Racist.
Hey, I'm a white guy. I'm sorry. It just comes out. Oh. But why don't we end it on that? Where can we find you, Raul?
Oh my god. This episode went like really crazy off the rails. I love it. You can find me at Rollbader RDC. Please go and subscribe to the Offshoot channel tomorrow.
Do it.
Today.
Tonight at
6 p.m. my time.
Yeah, 6 o'clock
today
LA
we're
time.
gonna talk about forgot the subject.
Oh, it's I remember seeing something.
Oh, New York.
Yes,
it's
New York.
About New York.
Bring up
movies and New York TV shows.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be an interesting one because for me, New York is one of my favorite places. Before I visited, I still like the city.
Okay, I got a quiz for you quick.
Yeah, for me, I have a lot of movies and TV shows that I love from New York, so this will be a cool one.
Okay, Raul, here's something. Who's your favorite rapper from New York?
Oh, I don't know about rappers in New York. I have my friend Jarrell. He's a rapper.
The answer, if anyone ever asks you that, you have to say the Notorious B.I.G.
Oh, okay.
Because he's New York.
Is that the guy that also died with Tupac at the same time?
Correct. Well, not the same time, but yeah, that was that guy.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, please go check out the Odd Shape channel tonight. That would be awesome. And you can catch me on Instagram, on Twitter, everywhere at Troy Loxton. On the channel, yeah, we're gonna be posting videos. Like I said, sometimes things come up and we just got to delay it, but we're always here, and I always love talking and doing this shit. So.
And also, please follow me on Stardust.
Oh yeah, that too. I haven't done any of my reactions this week, but I will.
I know you're not gonna do it.
I will. Screw you. I'm gonna watch the Scooby-Doo episode tonight, and I'm gonna finish Agent Carter season 1 tonight, and I'm gonna post my reactions of those especially. So watch out for that.
Wow. Talking about Stardust, my Scooby-Doo Supernatural crossover reaction is blowing up. It already has like 60 views.
Also, I'm supposed to tell you, Raul, my aunt is mad at you because you got to see it early. So I'm supposed to tell you that she's mad at you.
Oh, your aunt is the one that made you watch Supernatural, right?
Yeah. Like I told you. Yeah, she's mad at you.
I thought that was your grandma. I thought that you said grandma.
Oh,
I forgot
she was there too. No, my grandma was there too the first time. But my aunt was the fan. So, no, thank you guys for listening. This is one of the longer episodes of later past, so that's cool. But
how long was it?
No, we're still going. I'm gonna go at 1:49 and